Why would independent Emily agree to be called property under Cameroonian law? Let's take a look.
So you become their property.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, if it's tradition, I'm marrying a Cameroonian man.
Are you kidding?
What are your reservations?
It comes back to the property thing.
Yeah.
It does sting a little bit. It doesn't sound right to me. I get it traditionally, but I'm
Yeah.
just,
I feel like as an American, you definitely get it in the wrong way. It's just some sense of like we are responsible for her. She belongs to our family. We'll treat her like we'll treat our sister. It's not like we own her, like she has no, like you guys have no legal authority over her. Like she has. Of course, she's a grown-up. She has a say in our relationship.
I like that
We are
description
responsible
better.
for her.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right, you're okay
That
with
sounds better.
That sounds much better. Okay.
In America, we fought very hard for women to have rights, so
Yeah.
we don't want to give them up now. I think there were parts of it that felt very strange, like when Emily's gone, they'll bury her in Cameroon. But in the end, they're going to be in America. So for now, I want to honor Kobe and his culture, and I have to accept what their wishes are in the moment.
So the reason that they are ultimately, the parents are agreeing to go along with the traditions, right? Like they have to ask a dowry price, and they've got to have this discussion between the two families as part of Cameroonian law. And what I read is there are actually 250 tribes in Cameroon that have their own marriage traditions. So this specific tribe's marriage traditions. They have, traditional clothing and, who makes the food and all of those things. But basically, they need to follow the law in the country where they get married in order to have a valid marriage. And then that marriage will be honored for the purpose of their immigration paperwork, because the United States is going to honor any marriage that is valid where it took place as long as it doesn't violate the United States laws. So they need to go along with these traditions in Cameroon. But you see that Emily's mom says, that's because I know that they're coming to the United States, right? So actually, even though they're following these laws right now, they will be under U.S. laws and the Constitution and the protections of the United States once they make it to the U.S.
So how do we proceed from here?
The first thing that we are putting on table is that list that we are asking you people.
Okay.
We have a list, but this is our first list ever. It's only one page. Okay, first thing.
You don't read it, you give him the list.
Give him the list.
Okay.
If he has any
questions, call me. I was a little nervous giving them my list. I wasn't sure if I had done it right. And then there's the bride's price. I don't know how much money, Kobe's parents have. And I didn't want to feel like it's like I was pressuring them to come up with something that they don't have. So I went in for 1,000 francs. The 1,000 francs is probably worth about $2, less than $2. Anything would have been fine. I was just more of a traditional thing for me. It's negotiable. There's some of those things we don't need, maybe, but we'd like to have, but
okay.
We can work it out.
You don't have to explain yourself to us. Even if there is something, they see something there that they disagree with, they don't say it now.
No. Okay.
They don't talk about it.
Now that my dad officially has a dowry list, the only thing left for us is for me and my family to go and try and see how we can get those things that are on the list. And then after that, we can get married traditionally.
Thank you for explaining everything to us. We have something for you. We will bring something out from the kitchen, so don't leave.
Oh, wow.
I did make the food.
Okay.
So I can't wait to hear what you think about it. I mean, I'm very excited for the seal the deal meal, but I'm like nervous. I hope your family likes it because it's made with love.
How is it? How's their cooking?
Is it good?
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yes.
The best arrow I ever.
So we see that they're going through all the traditions so that they can get married in Cameroon. And just so you guys know, basically they already have kids, right? So that's something that the government is already going to see as a big piece of evidence to show that their relationship is real. But they have to make sure that they check all the boxes that the government has. You have a valid marriage where you got married. You have evidence that you live together. You have put your finances together. So the government wants to see certain things checked off their checklist, and then you have to be eligible. Always they're going to look to make sure that that marriage was valid. You need to see the marriage certificate, make sure that everything is valid under that country's laws, and then the US government will consider it to be a valid marriage for the purpose of the CR1 or the K3 visa.